Hey guys, this is Christian, and today I'm going to be showing you the simple habit building method that will take you from 0 to 5K per month by solving the one problem that's holding you back: consistency. Now, if you watch until the very end, I'm also going to give you a bonus tip plus a daily habit tracker. Now, the reason why I decided to make this video is because there's a lot of you guys making 0K per month, or you do have a job and you're making somewhere between 2 to 3K per month, but it's not the same as making 5K per month completely online. When you're able to make 5K per month online, you not only have time freedom, but you also have location freedom. And although you're not completely financially free, you do have more financial flexibility than if you had a job, for example. Now, if this is the first piece of content you've ever watched by me, I'm going to go ahead and explain who I am and what I've done in the past. So my name is Christian Mejia. I'm 24 years old, and for the past 3 to 4 years, I've been making money online by leveraging the skill of marketing. So I've done Instagram theme pages, affiliate marketing, and I've had my very own marketing agency. So I've gone from 0 to 5K per month with several businesses. One of these businesses was able to reach 10K per month, another one 40K per month, and one of these businesses was able to make 100K per month profit. So not only have I gone from 0 to 5K per month, I've also made 6 figures for the past 3 years, so I know what I'm talking about. And I've also included these pictures, not to brag, but to show you that I know what I'm talking about, and I've gone through the process several times. So I'm going to be able to show you like one of the fundamentals of being able to go from 0 to 5K per month, which is consistency. Because the truth is that going from 0 to 5K per month is not that hard. And it's not that hard to even reach 10K or 15K. Reaching those amounts is basically just the fundamentals. And one of those key fundamentals is consistency. Because the hard part isn't learning what to do, it's staying consistent long enough to see the results you're looking for. Nowadays, there's so much content online that getting access to information is not what's holding you back. I'm sure if you go on YouTube and you search up your online skill or your online business that you're working on right now, there definitely is a course on it, right? You can go on YouTube and watch a 5-hour course or a 10-hour or even a 20-hour course completely for free, right? Gurus are now uploading these courses for free, and then they're pitching you the mentorship program at the very end, right? So the problem isn't accessing information nowadays. The real issue is like being able to stay consistent long enough to see the results you're looking for. Because how many times have you started something new with all this excitement, all this hype, only to quit after a few days? Maybe it was like sending cold emails to potential clients, hitting the gym, or starting a new sport like boxing, or working on that business you know could change everything for you. We've all been there. The motivation disappears, and the habit you thought would change everything for you and would finally stick, it's gone, right? Because the problem with motivation is that motivation is really high in the beginning, right? Like the very first day that you start something, you're super motivated, you're excited, you think it's going to finally change your life, and this is like the one thing that's going to level you up, right? So day one, you have high motivation. A week later, your motivation goes down a little bit, and 30 days later, your motivation is significantly lower than like the very first day. So when you use daily habits, it's actually the opposite of that. Instead of your motivation going down over time, daily habits increase over time, right? Like the very first day, you haven't developed the habit yet, but after 30 days, the habit is starting to develop. And after 90 days or even a year, your habit is so ingrained into your muscle memory and also into your routine that it's basically part of your day. Like it's second nature. You don't have to think about it. You just do it because it's now a daily habit, right? So we don't want to use motivation. We want to use daily habits that we consciously created over time, right? You want to like be able to choose, okay, what's one thing I want to do? Okay, I'm going to make that a daily habit, and I'm going to make sure that I don't miss it and that I do this every single day for however long I need to do it, right? Now, but what if I told you there was like a psychological hack that makes building these new habits almost effortless? A technique that every addictive app on your phone uses to keep you hooked. This psychological hack is so powerful that tech companies make billions of dollars using it against you. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to use it in your favor to make more money. Now, I'm sure you used Snapchat or Duolingo in the past, or any app with a streak. And notice how they have like this feature that tracks how many days you've had the streak. For example, it'll say 1 day, 2 days, or 45 days. This isn't random. App engineers use these streaks for one reason, and it's because they actually work. When you see the streak number climbing, your brain gets a hit of dopamine. You feel accomplished, and when you break the streak, this causes like psychological pain. You feel disappointed, you feel down, like Like, I'm sure you felt this before. You've had a 40-day streak and then you just forget to log in one day and you just feel like, wow, I really let the 40-day streak die off. Now I have to restart and do this again. It doesn't feel great, right? And basically this chart describes like how you feel. So day 1 and day 3, it's, really low dopamine. Then day 7, your dopamine gets higher, and day 10, it increases more. And day 100, day 1000, your dopamine is even higher, right? So that's how these apps like Snapchat or Duolingo basically get you to use the app every single day without fail, right? By using these streaks. Because I'm sure if you had a day where you open Snapchat at 11:55 just to keep your streak with a friend alive. And the tech companies, they know exactly what they're doing. They're keeping us hooked and they're generating billions of dollars with our attention. But here's the thing, instead of letting them use this psychological hack against you, why not flip the script and use it in your favor to actually change your life, to make more money and to level up your lifestyle so that you can one day, rent Porsches in Dubai like I did 2 years ago. And I'm not going to be a fake guru and claim that this is my car. I'm going to tell you the truth that this is actually like a rental that I had in Dubai. And as you might already know, renting cars in Dubai, like Porsches, Lambos, and Ferraris, it's not cheap. It's going to cost a couple $1,000s, right? And there's actually a funny story that goes along with this picture that I have here. So this exact Porsche is the one that I have in the picture at the beginning of the video. And there's a funny story that happened. Okay, so basically, I was in the parking garage. It was an underground parking garage. And I was trying to get out so I can go to the street and into the city, right? So once I was taking a right turn in this really small parking garage, I was taking a right turn and I miscalculated like the size of the car. So when I took that right turn, the side of the car hit the corner, right? Like it was like a cement corner and I just scraped the paint off the back of the car. So imagine like right above the wheel, right above the rim, like on the car body where you could see the red paint, there was like a line this big, like this long, where I just took the paint off and the car didn't get dented. The paint didn't completely come off, but it just had like this like gray streak where you could tell something happened to the car. So I had to pay like a fee that was like over $1,000 just because of that little mistake that I made, over that little scratch that I made on the car. But anyways, that's my funny story with the Porsche. The reason why I included this picture is because these are one of the things that if you are able to stay consistent for long enough, you'll be able to make 5K per month, 10K per month, or even 15K per month and beyond, right? But it's only going to be possible if you're able to stay consistent and build daily habits that are going to help you reach those goals, for example. Now, let's hijack big tech's streak method so that we can go from 0 to 5K per month. When you're trying to build a new habit that matters, like sending outreach messages, learning a high income skill, or putting time in the gym, the hardest part isn't starting. Most people fail because they set massive targets. I'll send 100 outreach messages every single day. Then one busy day hits and they can't do the full 100. So they do 0 and the streak dies. And once the streak breaks, it's 10 times harder to start again. And this is why most guys that you see are exactly where they were a year ago. They can't maintain the consistency long enough to see the results they're looking for. Now, this is another picture of me in Dubai. I'm just adding pictures just to make this presentation more entertaining for you. But anyways, let me keep it real with you. For the past 60 days, I've committed to posting at least one voice note or message in my Telegram channel every single day. And I'll be straight up, there's some days where I almost missed. I was exhausted, it was late, and I thought, screw it, I'll just do double tomorrow. But then I realized this is exactly how habits die. I knew that if I missed one day, it might become 2 days or 3 days and beyond, right? So what I did was I pushed through. I sent a quick voice note that took 3 minutes and I kept the streak alive, because that's the key. I didn't need to like record a 10-minute masterpiece. I just needed to keep the streak alive. The days I feel motivated, yeah, I'll drop multiple high quality messages through text and voice notes. But on the tough days, I just focus on not breaking the chain. And I've applied this principle to everything, because this is one of the reasons why I was able to go from 0 to 5K per month in 2022. And that's because I was consistent, right? I was consistently learning about my business model. I was also consistently applying the things that I was learning. So it wasn't like an accident. This didn't happen by luck. I was in the trenches every single day trying and staying consistent. And then it finally clicked and I saw some success, right? By the way, make sure to join my Telegram channel. Like I'm dropping daily wisdom and advice to keep you on track and help you make more money online. The link is also going to be in the description, so just scroll down right now or after you finish the video and go ahead and join my Telegram channel. I'm dropping voice notes, high quality messages, and overall just giving value to you guys, so go ahead and join that. Anyways, let's get back into the video. So the keys to the habits that guarantee success. So here's what separates the men who succeed from those who stay stuck. They never let the streak break. If your goal is to send 100 outreach messages daily, but you're slammed with work or you have an emergency, don't allow yourself to hit 0. Send 5, send 10, or even just 1 if that's all you can manage. What matters isn't the number, it's keeping the streak alive. This is discipline over motivation and action. Your mind will try to rationalize skipping completely. I can't do the full 100, so what's the point of doing any? And this is exactly the mindset you want to avoid. Because this mindset is called the all or nothing mindset. And what you want to adopt is a daily streak mindset. Because let's look at this graph, for example. Let's say, for example, day 1, you're trying to start a new habit. Day 1, you managed to do 40. Day 2, you managed to do 100. And day 3, you did 60. Day 4, you also did 100. And then day 5, you had a bad day and you did 30. Day 6, you did 100. And then day 7, you had a great day that you did 90. You didn't reach the goal, but you were so close. But day 8, you hit the goal of 100. And day 9, you were close again and you hit 70. Now, if you compare the 10 days on this graph, the person who's in green is doing way more, because even those days where they don't hit the goal, they're doing something. They're making some progress. Meanwhile, this person that's in red, they're doing 100 or they're doing 0. So the person that's doing the daily streak mindset, they have an advantage. It's not double, but it's like 30 or 40 or 50% more than that person. And that's a generous example, because you see this red bar right here. It's doing one day the streak, and then the other day it doesn't do it. And then one day it goes for the goal and the other day it misses it. But that's not real life. Real life actually looks a little bit different. Like, let's say, for example, day 2, you'll hit the streak. And then like day 4, you'll forget. Day 6, you'll also forget. And then day 8, you'll forget. So the real reality of this is that when you start doing all or nothing, you're going to miss way more than one day. It's going to actually look like you'll do day 2 and then you have a gap of like 9 days or 8 days before you see day 10 again, right? And that's what we want to avoid. We don't want to have like this 0 or 100 mindset, because eventually you'll start to have bigger gaps. Instead of missing just one day, you'll start to miss 2 or even 5 days, right? And once you miss 5 days, the habit is like at risk of almost dying off, right? When you miss 5 days, you might like lose a streak permanently and the habit could disappear. And then you'll have to like basically start from 0 several weeks later or several months later. And that's exactly what we want to avoid. We want to avoid like not only having days with 0, but we want to avoid losing the streak. And the way you can do that is by using the daily streak method. So this way, every single day you're making some progress, even if it's not 100 outreach messages. 40 is better than nothing. And over the long run, this is going to help you keep the streak alive. So whatever habit you're trying to adopt, it doesn't have to be outreach. It could be going to the gym, maybe like doing client work or doing cold calls or whatever it is that you want to do. Do it in this way instead of the all or nothing mindset. Now, the discipline is in the saying, I don't care if I just hit 5% of my goal, I'm not breaking the streak. Of course, you'll break the streak from time to time, but I need you to recover quickly and get back on track, because the quicker you can recover, the less likely you're going to lose the habit forever. Now, to give you the bonus tip that I mentioned earlier in the video, this bonus tip is going to help you 100% guarantee that you'll stick to new habits. And this streak building method is called time blocking, because when you have vague intentions, you also produce vague results. Saying I'll work on my business today doesn't mean anything, right? It's not real until you put a certain time on it. Instead of like just saying I'm going to work on my business, what you need to do is you need to open your calendar right now and block off a specific time. For example, let's say 8 to 9:30, you're going to send outreach messages. This means from 8 to 9:30, you're not going to do anything else but send outreach messages. You're not going to eat breakfast. You're not going to go out. You're not going to scroll TikTok. 8 to 9:30 is for outreach. And this turns habits from optional to non-negotiable, because it becomes like an appointment. Just like you wouldn't miss an important meeting with a client or someone that's important to you, when you make it an appointment, it's basically unmissable. You can't just skip it. You can't just like forget about it, because it has like a time on your calendar, a time in your journal. You have an alarm for it. You know that at this time, 8 to 9:30, you have to do outreach, right? You don't have anything else to do except for outreach. And that's time blocking, right? Because those guys that are making 20 to 50K per month, they don't have time. They have so many important things that they have to do. They have so many tasks. Their business has like a bunch of employees. They have a lot of things that they have to be on top of. And a lot of times they don't have time. But what they do is they use time blocking to like prioritize the tasks that they need to get done that day. They'll say to themselves, okay, I need to do this really important meeting with my team tomorrow at 8 in the morning. And since it's time blocked, they're not going to do sales calls. You're not going to work on the business. They're not going to do anything else but go to that team meeting at 8 in the morning, right? And that's what you want to do. You want to combine daily streaks with time blocking because you can create a system that doesn't rely on motivation. Because the truth is that daily habits beat motivation every single time because motivation fades, but daily habits do not. They stack up over time. Now, you see right here, this is called the CEO schedule. This is not my personal schedule. This is just an example. So I could basically explain my point to you. So let's say, for example, you wake up at 6 in the morning, 7, you go work out and you take a shower. Then 9 in the morning, you're sending outreach messages. 11, you're doing deep work, like working with your clients. And 3 p.m., you're skill building, you're learning, you're watching books, or you're reading books and you're watching videos, right? And then by like 5 p.m., you're doing content creation, right? So this is an example of one way you can time block. I know that some of you guys have school, some of you guys have a job that you have to go to in the morning, or maybe you work night shift, right? So your schedule is going to fluctuate a lot, especially if you have a job or you go to school. So what you need to do is you just have to like think about your schedule, think about like your obligations, and then try to see where you can fit in work. Because like personally, when I was starting out, when I was in the trenches, I had to work in the morning sometimes. Sometimes I had to work at night. And when I worked at night, I did not get off work until 12, basically midnight, right? And what I would do during that time is that after work, I was like, yes, I was exhausted, but I was too awake, too like, I don't know, I was just doing physical activity. I was walking around, I was like doing my job, and I wasn't in the mood to sleep. So what I would do is I would just sit on my computer, watch some courses, work on my business after school, after my job basically. And I kind of like time blocked. I knew like 12 I was going to get off and I was going to go home and then I was going to work on the business. Like I had not only like daily streaks that I was maintaining for such a long time, but I was time blocking everything. I knew when I was going to do the work. I knew I knew what my plan was for the day, right? And that's what you need to do as well. Now it's time to take action. Here's one thing I want you to do right now. Choose one habit that will move the needle in your life or business. It could be sending outreach. It could be working out. It could be, I don't know, whatever it is. Maybe it's watching a course that you need to watch. Maybe it's reading a book that's going to help you with your business journey. Or maybe it's just going to help you improve a certain aspect of your life. Like just choose one, right? And once you've chosen that one thing you want to work on, you need to start to time block it every week, right? Let's say, for example, you want to go running. You want to like work on your cardio. You don't want to just like say, I'm going to do cardio 3 times per week. Schedule it, right? Like I'm going to do cardio Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm going to do it at 7 p.m. from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Right? I'm going to do cardio 3 times per week, and that's the schedule for my cardio sessions, right? And when you do it this way, it's not only going to help you like be accountable and stick with it. It's going to be easier for you to like follow along. You don't have to like think about like the routine. You already created a plan. You just have to follow it, and that's going to make it so much easier. Like just trust me on that because I've done this with so many things. I've done this with my diet. I've done it with fitness. I've done it with, taking supplements, and I've also done it in my business. Now, to stay accountable, I've also decided to give you a habit tracker. So this is going to track your daily streaks, and it's on this platform called Notion. So basically, Notion is like this productivity software that helps you organize yourself. It's kind of like a little bit similar to Google Docs or Google Sheets if you've used that in the past, but in my opinion, it's a little bit more advanced. So what I've done, because I like to over deliver, I don't want to just like give you value and give you a bonus tip. I want to go above and beyond and also give you a daily habit tracker. So What I want you to do is I want you to scroll down in the description of this video and click the link that says Notion template. And inside there, all you have to do is just submit your email and I'll send you the Notion template. And now this Notion template is going to be like a daily habit tracker. So you're going to write the daily habit you want to work on and then just track it over time. So basically just save the Notion template with the habit tracker and just like reference it, just write the habit you want to do. Every time you keep the streak alive, write a note on it, right? Like just use this little tool so you can keep your streaks alive. But one thing I want you guys to remember is I can only lead you to water, but you still have to drink it. I can give you the knowledge, I can give you the advice, I can give you so much value. I can give you bonus tips, I can give you the tools like the daily habit tracker, but it's still up to you because the truth is it doesn't matter how much guidance you have, how much help you have, how much motivation I give you. It's still going to be you who has to apply these habits and stick with them, right? You have to put in the work. No one else could do that for you, right? So now I'm going to leave you with this. Your life 1 year from now will be determined by the habits you build today. It's not by motivation, it's not by passion. It's by the consistent actions you take when nobody's watching. Use daily streaks, use time blocking, use my daily habit tracker to make sure that you turn these actions into reality no matter what. Start small, stay consistent, never break the chain, and I'll see you in the next video.